Let us purchase 2 first-class tickets, please, to Dubai.
Dubai.
We need to get to the Dubai Film Festival. We've got a short sub-doc about the plight of the Iraqi people who live in Beverly Hills.
Okay, well, I have one flight left out to Dubai.
I don't have any goodies. I just have coffee that I will need to get
Spill
up
that coffee on that chair. I'm telling you, Ryan, you're going to die. And I'm not going to do it. My wife will.
Why would I spill the coffee? The only reason I spill the coffee is if your dog does something.
Oh, it's impossibility that you might spill a fucking cup of coffee?
No, I suppose it is possible, but like, I'm being careful. I already got the thing like I can't shed on here. Apparently, my even though I don't sweat, I might leave an ass stain on your. This isn't even the right. This is not the kind of material.
Get your hands off the material.
A sweat stain on. That's like shitty.
Yeah, no, it's fucking, dude. It's like cotton or some shit. I don't know what it is.
You don't have to worry about this. It would have to be like, what was that horrible suede? If this is a suede chair, I'd be like, totally get it. Totally get the fear of me leaving an ass sweat stain, which still would not happen. But this.
I'm just saying, don't fuck it up because you'll fucking die.
What was that, $1,000 chair?
You want to keep coming over here? Don't fuck up the chair.
I don't know what else I could do.
Yeah, if your stupid fake tattoo fucking rubs off on the motherfucker, or your fucking sweat that doesn't exist.
I can't believe you even have something in the house that there's that much fear around its like security. That's like putting like
this is the thing.
An egg just hanging on a thread in the middle of a room. Just don't touch the egg.
It's not mine.
That's
all Chantel's shit.
That's like saying don't break the toilet when you sit on it. It's like,
but the fact that you won't just absorb what I'm fucking telling you.
No, I got it like 8 minutes ago when you told me not to shed on your couch.
Yeah, but now what's making me feel like you don't understand what I'm saying?
You feel threatened by what might happen to this chair. I can tell
very much
because I will leave. You will stay.
Exactly. And I'll be the one fucking dealing with the shit because you've done something fucked up to the fucking
Now you got me overthinking sitting in a chair. Never in my life. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're ridiculous.
Anyways, long story short.
No, seriously, never in my life have I overthought sitting in a chair. I am now being extra cautious of weird shit.
It's because I'm extra cautious. When I'm sitting in the motherfucker, I'm extra cautious.
Yeah, but just like, it's almost like if I didn't think about it, probably nothing would happen. But now I can't not help thinking about it.
Then stop fucking thinking about it.
How? You won't stop telling me that I'm going to do...
Listen to what I'm saying. Stop thinking about it. And don't fuck up the chair.
Okay. Well, now I don't... Can you get me like one of those little baby cups for the coffee, the spill-proof ones? Because I had to transfer it across the mic into my... Like, I got to go over...
If you're worried...
You got a
about
tarp?
Your ability.
Why would you not get a tarp?
If you're worried about your ability to grab the coffee cup, no coffee.
Fuck you. Get my coffee. I need some sort. You know what I've learned about myself?
What's that?
I am addicted to having some type of stimulation, not just like outward, like watching a movie or a TV show. I'm talking like a chemical stimulation. I'm addicted. I can't not have something in my body affecting me. And I mean, like, drinking, it's never been like I have to drink. But typically, if I'm not drinking, I'm drinking coffee. Like I drink a lot.
You're putting,
coffee. A significant amount. And I don't really notice it, but I do notice that if I'm sitting somewhere like today, because again, I'm doing I'm only drinking once a week because Jamie's doing basically a no drink November, pretty much.
Pussies.
And I realize how much I drink when I have to deny drinking every day but one. Like the first day of the month, or the first time I drank this month was on a Monday. I'm like, I use this shit up on a Monday? I have so many days. and I only had like 2 beers with my dad, and I could not say yes because it's not often that we do that. And every single day after that was an opportunity to drink that I would normally take. Like, her dad, you want a glass of scotch? I've never said no, typically. Or just, we do a little double date. Can't drink, or even we're at a place where there's, it's happy hour. Yeah. I'm not drinking. So everywhere we're going.
Sounds like you got a drinking problem.
No, it's just that everything is, drinking is associated with it. That I realize. Yeah. And that's not even necessarily from me. If I go to someone's house, they're going to offer me a drink.
Yeah.
Every single thing I do, drinking is involved. Game night, drinking. Other than going to the movies. I don't drink at the movies. Even though movie theaters now have drinks, that just does not make sense to me.
To me,
I might have to piss during the movie.
Yeah, I got to piss, and then I'm kind of a little tired.
Yeah, no, I don't get that. But so I would have drinking probably, honestly, every day, but like 3 this month, 2 or 3 days at most, or the least. But because I'm just constantly drinking coffee, or I've hit the weed pen a few times because I'm like, I need to feel something. I need to feel.
Yeah.
And I've realized this, and I honestly, this happens normally when I do the don't drink time, where I'm like, I find myself, and I don't drink soda, so I'm not going to get it. I don't even know if I get anything bad. Maybe just a sugar rush, I guess.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Your stomach might get upset.
Yeah. But no, a shitload of coffee.
I'm going to tell you this, because ever since I quit drinking, dude, and I quit drinking for about 11 months now. So almost
Have
a year.
you really?
Yeah.
Good, dude. That's impressive,
yeah.
man.
This guy's talking about fucking.
I know. I'm
twice a month. I tried that shit. Doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I've been drinking caffeine like a motherfucker. I can't fucking stop. I'm talking like 3 fucking energy drinks a day, and I'm fucking doing the kratom.
Well, it's like I've even said, I'm like, I look like an alcoholic. I'm at parties and everybody's drinking. I'm walking around drinking a cup of coffee. I'm like, all I need is a cigarette. And I look like the stereotypical alcoholic, coffee and cigarettes, because I know, when my mother was in it, you go to like AA.
Or a cool guy.
Well, the one thing that they have is everyone's drinking coffee and everybody goes outside smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
So like, and I get it, because you have a need for some sort of, like you're saying, a mind alter. I mean, the caffeine's so subtle, but it's enough.
There's so much weight, when you try to quit something, that you've got to put that little bit of that weight onto something.
Fill that hole.
Yeah, fill that void with something.
Yeah.
And I think it's natural. Like, another thing, I like special little drinks. Like, if you're gonna have cocktails, I want to have a special little drink. Maybe like a strawberry lemonade, a Shirley Temple.
No, but you've also been doing the alcohol-free ones, or the ones with weed.
Alcohol-free beer
drinks.
with the michelada.
Yeah.
So I find it does help so much if you just, have your own little thing.
Yeah.
Have rituals to it.
I remember when my mom quit drinking, and then everybody's like, you should quit smoking. Oh, you should quit doing this. And it's like, can't quit everything. Got to have something, because it's like, that's not how her, even for me, I'm like, I'm not an alcoholic, but I find myself, I'm like, I have an addictive personality, and there's a reason, like vaping.
Yeah.
I could not stop for a very long time. And I 100% cannot to this day moderate my usage. It's either 0%
All
no
in.
hard absolutely or just do it.
Yeah.
Because I found myself sneaking them, weird shit, like things I wouldn't normally do, but I'm like, that I was and it's just a vape, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I was just
it's an addiction, and it's an addiction like with a chemical. Because you might be addicted to playing video games.
Oh,
or
yeah.
even like an addicted, so you having that same addiction thing, but also with you're addicted to the actual chemical of nicotine itself.
Oh, yeah. So there's like, I have the addictive personality.
So it's doing it, and by doing it, you're associating it with, certain activities and certain triggers and things like that.
Yeah.
And if it's with a vape, it's inside, outside, you're doing it everywhere. And it's, you can kind of get away with it. So now you go hang out with your friends, you want to hit the vape. You go to the fucking mall, you want to hit the vape.
Well, what started out as like, only at parties. It's like, it's amazing what you can call a party.
Yeah.
After a while, I was like, it's just me and your dad. It feels like a party, kind of a party vibe, so you get to hit the vape. So like everything became a party.
Yeah.
or you're finding excuses to make parties, go to parties, because then you could vape. So it was like, it. Anyway, so hence why I'm drinking coffee. And last night I had like 4 cups of coffee around the fire pit because I'm like, I need something. And I challenge any of you out there, not that you have a drinking problem, because then Jamie and I do this shit as like a test of willpower. This isn't that bad. We're doing the once a week thing. But last year and the year before that, we did a whole month. Nothing. Just nothing for the whole month. So we like to do that with different things. All right, no whatever this is, food for the whole month. If you just try not drinking for a month.
Fuck that shit.
And just see, not that anyone out there has a problem necessarily, unless you do, but like just to see how your body reacts and what your response is to it. Because maybe you'll discover, like I did, that, okay, I don't think I have an issue with drinking, but like I drink a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Because everything I do, you have a
that
drink
shit
with it.
affects you in a bad way. Like they did all these studies. So initially they were like, you can have up to like, I think like 4 beers in a week and it be okay and not like
A week
and not be a detriment to your body. And then they've revisited it and then they found out it's like, no amount of alcohol is good for you.
Dude, I remember
because
when
people would be like, "Oh, it's wine. It's antioxidants in it." Things
Yeah,
like that. And, it's like, well, there's wheat and there's fucking natural minerals and grains in there, and whatever, And that's not fucking true, man. Shit's just gonna kill you.
Oh, I'm sure moderation of anything, the damage it done is like it's not that severe. Like everything, your body just heals itself and it's fine. But I do remember, Kaiser. They'll be like, "Oh, do you drink?" Like, yeah, it's like, when you drink, do you ever have more than 3 at a time?
Fuck you asking me
Yeah,
these questions,
dude, I remember when I
motherfucker.
said, it's like, when you drink, do you ever have more than 3 at a time? And it's like, when do you not have more than 3 at a time if you're
It's
drinking?
like, I need to drink at least 3 to feel it.
Yeah.
So...
Am I just drinking a beer just because it tastes good? And then I remember her being like, oh, okay. Like, she was upset, like, oh, that's not good. That I was having more than 3 at a time. It's like, if I'm drinking, I'm typically drinking because I want to get to a place. And I'm not going to go all the way, but like if I'm having IPAs, 2 big ones, I'm probably good. Maybe a third one.
I think like I said, it is bad for you. But, if you're going from drinking fucking a case of beer a week to drinking fucking, a 6-pack,
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Nobody's
6-pack a week?
I can't fucking do that.
No, if I'm drinking, I'm drinking. It just is. It's not good.
I tried to convince myself. I'm like, I like the taste. So I'd be like, I'm gonna sip this beer for a long fucking time.
Oh, no, dude.
It just doesn't work.
No.
And I just grab the bottle of vodka and go, and sip the beer.
Yeah. Still sipping the beer. No, dude, but I eat and drink just all my things very, very quickly. Like a water bottle. Yeah. I just chug the water bottle.
I was impressed when I first met you because it was in the hotel room there, and I remember that just stack of fucking Bud Light cans. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Jesus. I'm like, and I'm always looking for a good drinking buddy.
We found each other very early
I
on.
can put them down. And it was nice to, hang out with somebody that could put them down too.
Which is not... Jamie's like, you're drinking too fast. I'm like, I just drink at the pace that I drink all my things. Yeah. This one just happens to have alcohol in it.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
So yeah. So again, lots of coffee. I'm drinking tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Friendsgiving. So I'm drinking tomorrow. Sunday is the first day of the week on the calendar.
Of course you do that shit.
Yeah. We used to do big ones. Big ones. Like all the 15, 20 of us
nobody invited me to Friendsgiving.
I'm sure... You never went to one of Brandon's back in the day? Really? Never? Maybe. At their old house?
Maybe. I don't know. I've been there a few times. Maybe one of them was Friendsgiving. Is it always a different day?
It's just any day that you happen to be able to find where you can fit 14 unrelated people together to eat. And they're typically, we're not younger, but I've been doing these things for years. So at some point it was a whole bunch of 22 to 25-year-olds having to potluck style bring in different dishes of food. And I feel like it's, especially when you're that age, it feels like such an adult thing.
Who shouldn't bring food anymore? If you had to pick one of those people, like who should
in my friend group?
Who should stop bringing food?
I got a lot of good cooks in my group, actually.
Do you?
I am not one of them.
Who's the worst? Name them.
Probably Matt or me. to be honest.
Is that
We just like the more butter and cheese.
is that
the better it is.
Matt that fancies himself a
No. This is the Matt that we know.
Okay.
My roommate.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And he fancies himself a bit of a chef, doesn't he?
No, he fancies himself a foodie, and I don't doubt that he has a keen tongue
lot?
for
A tongue? It's a palate.
palate for food. I did, yeah.
Fishing person.
Yeah. But I think he just he's not an adventurous cooker. His meals are all pasta for the most part.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he makes his own lasagna, so that's something.
You take the water, you pour it in the pan like this.
Hey,
Then you take the salt and go.
but you know what though? That person, like, whatever they're bringing, if they're bringing pasta, it's always gonna be good. It's a
Pasta with some
pretty much a
sauce and some
foolproof.
fucking mozzarella cheese on
Yeah,
it.
foolproof. Always
Yeah,
good.
Of course. I
Can't
don't
see-
know if it's good, but it will suffice.
Yeah, you just put more Parmesan cheese on there.
It's good
It's
enough,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So, no. All right. Well, how about this? If you and Chantel were to have a cook-off with 7 random, which is his wife, 7 random ingredients, who would win?
Said 7 random ingredients.
Not like, you don't have a week to prepare. It's kind of like, I think is it called Top Chef or whatever it's called?
Yeah,
the
sure.
The one where they just give you, here's
Oh, the
your
random-
turnip,
yeah, yeah.
your pig penis, olive oil, and
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Who would win? I would say me. You hear that, motherfucker? I told you, Chantel. I would win. These fighting words. But I don't know.
pretty
Because
close.
she pretty much taught me most things I know about cooking.
Yeah. Okay, but sometimes the
But
the sensei can.
I will
pass.
say this,
Wait,
I've
sensei is
been-
the above person or below person?
What?
Sensei. Is that
Sensei's above.
all right. What's this?
Oh, the
Grasshopper.
sous chef is the...
Well, grasshopper, you can outpace the sensei at some point. You can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I've been doing, most cooking lately. So...
You might have a keener.
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of
mind.
honed in on shit.
Yeah.
I'm heavy-handed on the fucking seasoning. So if you like that shit salty as fuck or spicy as fuck,
That's true, man.
or whatever as
If there's an
I'm your
unbiased
guy.
judge, you really got to bank on the fact that they love salt.
yeah.
If they're not big on salt, you're just
what
not
are you
gonna
doing
win.
eating food? That's what I say.
Honestly, that's like when they do a lot of these, just any food judging things. It's like,
I
is there
love
bias
watching.
involved here? Did you happen to find 5 people that all prefer the exact same thing? Is it that black and white in like objective?
Mm-hmm.
The breaking down of liking and not liking food. That's one of those things that has been proven. Like, you cannot convince someone to like or not like a food. You
But yet-
you do or you don't.
But the thing is everybody critiques everything. People critique albums, people critique everything. So I could see if you have somebody that knows that, okay, that chicken is cooked perfectly, and at the same time, get like the things that they're trying to do in like, say, cuisine of that day. Or whatever kind of cuisine,
Yeah, yeah.
Mexican cuisine of that day, or are they hitting those marks that most people like? Because the thing is that's the thing about food, and if it's a food competition,
Yeah.
you're right. Your taste is subjective,
Yeah.
but you're trying to appease the masses, right?
That's true, and I'm sure
So-
just like music theory, like what you were kind of studying for a little bit with food, there's probably like, you do not pair these two things together.
Yeah.
You might find someone who
You
likes
don't-
what you just
Here's
did.
the thing
but
with
this
the
is
music theory. It's like, these are the notes that sound good together. You don't have to play them,
yeah.
but it won't sound good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like, and music is also something that's subjective in terms of liking
Yeah.
and not liking. But clearly, there's a like, again, you might find someone who likes that sound,
Mm-hmm.
but in general, like, it is not appealing to the majority of people.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the same thing with these food critics, and they're looking at this thing. It's like, these just don't go together. You're
Yeah.
trying to be too weird, or when you cook it this way, you might like things with a burnt taste.
Because at the
but
end of the
most
day,
people
you're
don't.
cooking for somebody else.
Yeah, you're not cooking
Somebody-
for the 2%. You're cooking for the 98%.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, you gotta, like me with the salt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I should really tone that shit
You
down.
should. I like it though. I don't feel like you go. Sometimes you go a little hard.
And let me just say this: my salt shaker that I have right now is just fucking ridiculous. You turn it upside down, it's
a
like
salt
fucking
pourer.
rain of salt, man. It's just a monsoon of salt.
Dude, did I tell you? For the first time in my life, I returned an item to a kitchen. First time in my entire life.
Yeah, you told me.
It was nachos, and they were so salty I couldn't eat them. And I like salt.
Yeah.
They're nachos.
I
I
know
expect
you put up
salty.
with a lot.
You know? And so for that to be so bad that I couldn't eat it, I'm like, and I'll eat fucking anything, man.
You know what they do in the kitchen? Because we would make the chips in big old fucking deep fryers, and you'd put those chips in a fucking bowl. And every time they made chips, they'd fucking just throw them on top, put more salt on it.
So maybe
set
I
'em in
got
the
like
window.
the end of the like chip basket or something.
Yeah. So I'm just at the end of this day, this bowl is probably just it's just full of fucking salt because people just keep adding salt to it and adding salt to it, and then every now and again somebody might get a little fucking
Interesting.
there's gonna be a little cup of salt in one of those chips.
I mean, that had to be what it was because I'm like, there's no way they're giving this to everyone out here. I mean, it's just impossible.
That's a legitimate. Yeah.
You
I
know?
would say it's like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. And it
Make
was.
make some new chips. It doesn't take long, man.
The kitchen had just closed. We asked if they could just give us something else or make us a new one. They said no, the kitchen's closed, and so we just didn't eat the rest of the night because we were in downtown Disney and there was just no more. That was the last restaurant open.
That's just shitty, man.
I'm like, you can't go get me something cold, like
because
make
it's
me
like
a sandwich
come on.
or something.
You just come on, man.
Yeah, it was.
Like, are the deep fryers really off?
Yeah.
You're not making that big a mess just throwing some corn tortillas in there.
Yeah,
know?
I agree. But they give us a free beer,
Fuck you, Disney.
so it was. Yeah, I don't remember what the restaurant was.
By the way, there's a lot of shit on motherfucking Disney's Plus to watch, man.
Dude, Disney Plus
They
is
got the
money,
chain cheese
dude.
on there, bro.
Yeah, Black
see
Widow just
that
came out,
shit?
which I. Oh, you know what I just saw? Eternals with Jamie.
You seen it?
By the way,
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not going to
but-
give anything away. I will say this: one of the critiques of our early podcast is that we don't know anything about movies and we talk too much about movies. So let's talk a little bit about movies, and that's just that Eternals. When I went into that,
Yeah, what'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
will say,
Okay,
it's a
cool.
pretty much impossible task. They're taking just in terms of they're like, here's 7
New
characters,
brand new characters.
and we're gonna have to develop every one of them, make you care about them, give them motivation, and develop bad people
So they bit off more than they could chew.
in
Is that what
2.5
you're saying?
hours. That's like what Justice League did. They're like, we're
Yeah.
gonna come out with 1.5 movies for these actors, and then put them all in a movie, and you got to care about all of them, and then you get supposed to like. But then again, what's the alternative? Doing another 10-year run with Avengers? It's
And that's how
impossible.
they were like introduced into the comics because it was just I think like a 6 or 8 issue run.
I thought they did as good as you can do for a 2.5 hour movie with making you care about the people who you needed to. Some of the edge ones, they really like highlighted about 4 people.
Yeah.
And then there was the ones a little bit on the fringes of the Eternals, the characters.
Is there anything funny in the movie?
There's one comic relief character.
Camille.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Duh.
Was
Yeah.
he good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great muscles. His muscles got great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible what he did.
Yeah, I mean, we all seen the
You
goddamn cover of
he
GQ
didn't.
and
All he
shit.
had to do was work out his arms because you never saw his abs. I mean, good for him. He's got abs now. But it was just you just saw his arms the
Oh,
entire
you think
movie.
he still has that shit? Oh, I'm sure that shit's
No,
gone,
no,
done.
no. He probably got like a couple $1 million in a trainer. It was like, all right, you got 6 months.
Because they filmed this shit before COVID, man.
Really?
Way before COVID.
Well, that's not surprising because I remember seeing pictures of him
Because
jacked
this was supposed to come
like 2.5 years ago.
This shit was supposed to come out a long fucking time ago. I think they
Well, I get
filmed
why
it
you'd want to wait for it to come out in
2018, I
theaters.
think.
I get it.
Yeah.
And I will say they're not. I'm not gonna give anything away. I'm not gonna say anything else. But I'm like, again, if you're committed to the Marvel universe of watching these movies and staying up to date, like you're going to see it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it.
And it's, again, I think a truly impossible task. They did as well as you possibly could, and I
Okay.
did enjoy it.
What's the worst one, in your opinion? Because people are saying this is the worst fucking Marvel movie.
Are people saying that?
That's what people are saying, bro. People in them streets.
Oh God, no!
Yeah,
I think
bro.
Iron
They
Man
said
like 3
it's-
was trash.
They said it's basically it's worse than Thor: Dark Worlds.
Oh God, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think
Which
Iron
I didn't
Man
think
3,
that was that bad.
I
Wasn't
like
that-
Thor: Dark World. I didn't think it was
wasn't the one
amazing.
with his sister.
No, that was Ragnarok, which everyone loved.
Oh, okay, that was great.
Thor: Dark World was the last one with Natalie Portman, where she's kind of like the focus of it, sort of, kind of, because she gets infected with like some dark elf goo or something. It was it was whatever. No, I thought I honestly didn't like the first Captain America. I know everyone else did, but I didn't like the first Captain America. I didn't like the third Iron Man, where like half the movie was about what's her face who sells the vagina candles.
Pepper.
Pepper, yeah. That one sucked. No, I'd say it was like above the middle ones.
Yeah.
Like middle to above. Yeah.
So what's the worst one is Captain America?
The third one, I think that's the worst one.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I think that's pretty horrible. And honestly, there's like 20 movies in there. I'm sure I'm forgetting about a couple of them, to be honest.
I mean, I could say no.
Or
I like the
Avengers:
Captain
Age of
America
Ultron.
movie.
I thought that sucked. Or was just pointless.
Yeah.
I didn't like Civil War that much.
I honestly liked Age of Ultron more than I liked the fucking first Avengers movie.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah. In hindsight. And I don't know, I think the worst one would be Iron Man 3 isn't honestly I was just kind of like, yeah, I mean like why? Why
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. I'm like, so you're not special at all, Tony Stark. You're not special at all.
Yeah.
Anybody could put this suit on and be you. Basically.
I was just talking to somebody today. I'm like, if it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr., the MCU wouldn't be shit right now.
No, it's true. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that first Iron Man came out before Disney. So Iron Man came out under Marvel, and then Disney bought it after that. So
really?
So it was like Iron Man. They're like, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
obviously Marvel had a plan because they had laid the Easter egg with the Thor's hammer at the end of it, so they knew that they were gonna do something.
Yeah.
But you probably needed the behemoth of Disney behind it to help guide
Sure.
with like
look
the
what
brilliance
they
of
fucking did.
Marvel.
They just came out with, they're going to do a Moon Knight show, which is a character. They're going to do a She-Hulk show. They're
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm more excited for the Disney Plus shows for the Marvel Universe and these movies because I'm like, how do you do it again? I don't know if I want to go through that again. I don't. I don't know if I want to.
yeah, well, I think...
How do you do another Thanos? How?
Well, the next Thanos is going to be Kang the Conqueror. So they set that up in fucking in Loki.
oh, really?
Yeah, because
Which is great.
The guy that they got at the very end, the black dude,
Mm-hmm.
he was a version of Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, I see.
And he said, he goes, wait till the other versions get to you.
Oh, okay.
They're way worse than me, basically.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah, the whole multiverse route with everything. I know.
Yeah.
Again, I'm committed. Like, I'm gonna watch them all.
Yeah.
Like, I love movies. I told you I got the movie pass. I've seen almost every movie that's out, other than Venom, which I didn't even like the first one, and I just haven't felt the need to see the second
What's the
one.
best fucking shit you've seen
Best
of yet?
The Last Duel with Matt Damon and
Ben
Adam
Affleck?
Driver. Yeah, Ben Affleck. That was a weird casting, but I guess he helped write it. I think it was him and Matt Damon wrote it,
they
and then
did a
Ridley
bunch of
Scott
fucking shit
directed it
together, I
No,
think.
I know, but like Ben Affleck in this is like that bleached hair. It's very strange, but like the movie, I love the movie. And then what else did I see? I saw something else that was really good.
Wait a second. Are you telling me it's a medieval movie and he's got
Yeah.
bleached hair in it?
Yeah. It's really weird. Unlike, his hair's all bleached, so maybe that's just supposed to be the color. But I'm like, your hair's like white,
Yeah.
and his facial hair was white, so I guess it wasn't.
Oh, I mean, we got to cut him some slack, man.
Yeah, it was just kind of strange. But like, I really loved the movie. I think that was the best movie. You know, a lot of people probably would say Dune, but the entire time watching Dune, I was like, God, this feels just like Blade Runner.
Did you watch? Have you seen the old Dune?
No,
Dude. So I watched half of the old Dune, which is
2
pretty
hours.
much half of the new movie.
Yeah,
Because they didn't finish it. And dude,
great.
no.
Well, it's
It's so there's some of the
that was
scenery.
a film a long time ago.
Okay, yes. Is David Lynch did it, which if you ever seen interviews with David, he's a little crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it was just there was parts of it that are kind of cool, but other part it's just so fucking ridiculous. And
Really?
awful. Yeah.
You think it's ridiculous no matter when you were to film this movie? Like
Well,
the movie itself is ridiculous.
I'll do it this way: all the characters have inner monologues.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
How do you do
which
a
is
movie like
weird
that?
and confusing because you're like everybody's like something's talking in the background like this, and 2,000 years ago they killed all of our people.
Well, apparently,
am I going to put up with it this time?
oh no!
Look at the camera.
You know what it is? You know what that is though? That's I believe that's how the book's written, and that is a director looking at a book. Because if you read a book,
Yeah.
I mean, so much of the story is told through like again the inner dialogue of the characters, which you
Yeah.
cannot do in a movie. So how do you get that across in a movie? You do that through imagery. You do that through,
Yeah.
just
You be a fucking director.
yeah, you do. So the alternative is apparently just having someone record the inner dialoge and just
Right?
lay it
Isn't that
over
the
the
point
movie.
of imagery, man. I mean, we got a fucking picture show.
But that
here,
was the
dude.
problem with this last Dune. This last Dune was like, well, we're gonna focus in on this beetle in the sand for 6 minutes, and then we're gonna show you landscape shots for 35 minutes. I'm like, we fucking get it, okay? It's pretty, it looks great, but we got it. The third time you showed us like a wide-angled sweeping lens, shot of the desert. We get it.
But the thing is I don't think it's also sets a vibe, I think. So I think they kind of did that with me. Like,
did you see the last Blade Runner?
The new movie?
The 2049 Blade Runner?
Yes, I did see it. Yes.
It did the same. It's the same thing.
Dune, I didn't think it was so much like that in Dune, but you were correct in the other one. Yeah, it was like a 5-minute fucking hand
It's
shot.
like, beautiful city. We get it.
Right. Let's fucking move the story forward.
Yes. And I did. I liked Dune, and I'm ready to see the second one. I'm in, but I'm just like, God damn, dude, shave fucking.
If it
20
comes
minutes
out
off
for
this
free
movie.
on HBO Max, I'll watch that shit.
I don't know how long that's gonna last. I think that was a short term.
They need to keep that shit going because they're fucking. I'm telling you right now, I watch HBO Max. Them motherfuckers be slacking.
Ain't
okay?
nobody
Need to
dropping
put
HBO Max.
New
dude.
shit on the HBO Maxes, new shows, new movies,
There's
originals.
nothing.
Yeah, come on, man.
Netflix is dropping shit
HBO used
constantly.
to run the comedy show game. Now they ain't got nobody.
No, it's all Netflix.
all
Well, you know what I just learned recently? So I did a job for a lady recently who works in the film industry, and she works primarily like renting equipment to film productions in London or in the UK. Yeah, very random. But she was saying how I guess BBC has a bunch of original content, and so she's like, you'll be on Netflix. You're like, there's a lot of British shows on here. So I guess what Netflix did is they went to BBC, said, here's just a chunk of money. Let us take everything you're doing and have it, and we can
And just
put
sift through it.
and say it's a Netflix original, and we get to make it all Netflix originals, which is just
and that's why we're seeing that.
yeah. And you're like, wow, Netflix is making a whole lot of British shows. Like, no, these are BBC shows that either hadn't been released yet or have been released, but what we wouldn't know, over here in the States, because we have different shit. They have different things in India and here in Britain, different things that are set up for you. And so that's where all this stuff is coming from. They're basically buying content. Because like, I originally thought like, Netflix has a production studio.
Do you think that's what happened like with Squid Game, or is that something that
I do. I think that a lot of these is not Netflix having their big production company like Warner Brothers making all these movies and shows. They're just, people are just filming shit and selling
what other
it
big
to
companies
Netflix.
do. You don't have to make the thing. You just keep buying other people that are making the same shit.
Yeah, it's easier, I mean, obviously, maybe they're paying it. I mean, I'm sure this isn't the case for everything. I don't know if that's the case for Squid Games. I just know it's the case for, like, barely most of the British shows and European shows on TV.
Yeah.
Or on Netflix. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to grab more coffee because I need stimulation.
So there's a lot of English people on the Netflixes.
Oh, look at that. You got to talk to yourself for a minute.
That's all right. I mean, I don't have to say shit. Let me just sit back. Anyways, I guess my day's been okay. Just, working, stuff.
I'm not going to leave you hanging.
Kind of. Work sucks. Don't fucking spill the coffee.
I ain't going to spill the coffee. Not only is it the chair I'm sitting on, it's the rug surrounding the chair. So I'm just like surrounded by very vulnerable materials.
Those books too. Don't fuck up the books.
Okay, all right. We were talking about something earlier. We were talking about
Netflix.
no, we were
English
talking about
people.
the artist for your. Kyle went to a comic book shop just on a whim because he's addicted to comic books, and that's his new thing. He spent
Did it on a Wednesday because that's when them motherfuckers, the new comics come in.
and they just happened to have the artist there who's done most of the art for your favorite comic.
Yeah, for fucking Spawn, man.
Yeah.
And fucking he drew a fucking Spawn character on a book. His book called Hell Cop. Dude, which is fucking so cool, dude.
Yeah.
That made my fucking day, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. And he drew a picture and he gave me this fucking like piece of 3D printed artwork. Tell him, Ryan, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Not only that, but the studio that we're recording in, Kyle's
It got
extra
some
bedroom.
upgrades going on.
It is completely different.
We got
I'm in a very.
motherfucking TV. We got a sound bar under the TV.
I did not know they made soundbars that small. By the way,
We get the smallest one we could find.
It's shocking. I mean, it's incredible. Yeah, like obviously it's almost as big as your TV.
Yeah.
The sound bar is 1 foot. 1 foot? Did you say?
I would say about 1 foot.
Yeah,
It looks like a foot.
that's very. It's really small, but it's perfect.
So yeah, Yeah, look, I have flowers because I knew you were coming, so I put the flower in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
for Ryan.
And obviously there's a new chair, hence the constant
Bickering about the fucking chair.
Yeah.
Well, don't fuck it up, man. Jesus Christ. And I'm really happy with this shit, man. Got more things.
Feels there's more space in here, by the way.
Fucking postcards. It's somebody with it's an Indian with a headdress. It says "Greeting friend, right soon." He's smoking a peace pipe. It's old as shit. I didn't make it. Anyways, why is it on my wall? Quit asking questions.
Why is that racist? You don't think Indians wore headdresses?
Yeah, but just that imagery with the red.
What if it was made by made by a Native American?
It could be, but still racist.
What, like, why? Why is that racist?
I'm just saying, if it was, it would definitely be influenced by, racist imagery. If a Native American.
But what if that's accurate? You don't think Native Americans wore headdresses?
Isn't accurate.
And smoke
with the big
peace
nose
pipes?
and the red face.
Oh, I don't see the picture. Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's like an old school
I didn't know
cartoon.
that. I thought it was just like a picture, like a very not racist picture.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, I don't get the racism here.
You gotta quit talking. You gotta look at it first.
Oh, well, I can't fucking see it from here.
So yeah. Anyways.
Oh, so they made him like a cartoony version,
it's just
almost like original Peter Pan. You ever look at the original Peter Pan Indians? They're just bright red, big ass nose. Well, I think pretty much one of the characters is basically just a big ass nose and a headdress.
Well, yeah. I mean, shit, man. I heard something today. It's like how did the chicken cross the road, or what the fuck, or why did the chicken cross the road? That whole bit was actually a racist bit that was in a minstrel show. That's where that whole bit came from. That's why chicken is chicken in it.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't
So
understand.
that
what you're
whole, I'm saying, why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah.
That whole old saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying it originates is a racist bit.
But what's the reason? Yeah, but what's
show.
the like? It's been obviously, covered in other. Was it not originally chicken? Was it something else?
No. No, that was the whole bit. I mean, I guess that they made up.
Did the chicken cross the road to run away from a black person or something? What's the racist part of the thing? Is what I'm asking.
Because black people eat chicken. That whole thought.
So the chicken crossed the road to not get eaten by the black guy. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's what they did blackface. So they put the blackface on and did, that's what the minstrel fucking.
Oh,
shit
I
was.
see. I didn't know what.
So they're like minstrel, like comedians. So they'd be blackface with everything like that, and that was one of the bits.
Oh, okay.
That they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, can't do that. Can't tell that joke anymore. It's not. It's a really shitty joke.
I mean, yeah.
It's a horrible joke.
It is an awful joke.
Yeah.
So stop saying it because it's fucking racist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not funny and is rooted in racism. Yeah. So it even makes it extra not funny.
Yeah. But anyways, the reason I was saying that is because they even had black people dressing up in the fucking stupid blackface.
Well, that's redundant. What a waste of makeup.
For white fucking audiences and shit like that. Because that's what they wanted. So they found it a way to make money. The fact that this depiction here, even though it could be made by a Native American, the reason it would exist is because of fucking,
Gotcha. Well, I did not realize they had cartooned the man. I thought it was just a Native American man.
Native American. Yeah. So that's hanging on the wall. And then I got this evil-looking motherfucker right there.
Yeah, I see it.
He's like, looking at himself. So,
so
shit.
So I know I've texted you a lot over the past 2 weeks, just random shit that comes to my mind, and I don't know what. And you actually respond to them sometimes, which I do appreciate. I really just use you as a means of note taking on thoughts that I've had.
You know what?
Do you appreciate?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that with you because I just need
you
to
should.
Sometimes, not necessarily for you, but I gotta just save something, and I don't.
Yes.
I can't text myself, so I wish I could just text.
Just
you.
send it to me. Because it'll literally be, I'll be having a conversation. I'm like, oh, Kyle would love this. We should talk about this. Yeah. And I just wanted to scroll back to things I've texted you over the past 2 weeks, and you tell me if any of them are even slightly interesting. Furniture stores and mattress stores. That was one thought I had today. Unexpected insults that you give to a person. One being, you are looking thin. Not everyone takes that the same way. Some people, yours truly just had their self-confidence kind of shattered because I had two people in the same days be like, you looking skinny. It's like, well, thank you. I thought I'd been working out and gaining, some muscles back, but there goes my confidence.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah. What's the one other one I got? Can't tell what girls' clothes are when folding, which is true because I'll be folding Jamie's clothes, and I'm like, these all could be a thong. Every shirt is like a half an ounce.
I'm like, do you fold these? Yeah.
How the fuck do you fold them? They're it's like everything's so light in tissue paper. All of her shirts are like cropped.
Just like I guess you just take the 3 points and just put them together.
There's no material in any of the clothes. There's no way you fold thongs, right? There's no way you fold a thong.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's some motherfuckers out there right now folding thongs, man.
How?
They may even listen to this goddamn
As soon as you
podcast.
fold the ass crack material up, it's a headband. And then what is it? You look in your drawer, you're like, God, where did I get all these headbands?
I would tie mine in like little bows or something.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd be an awesome fucking
I wonder,
chick.
like, I've never worn a thong, but like, is there a slight sense of pleasure when you pull your thong on and you just feel this cloth shoot right up your ass crack?
I think, yeah. I think it's going to be a little jarring at first. You're going to have that fabric just wrenching up your ass crack.
Yeah.
But then I think it's going to make you feel strong. And you're going to flex your ass cheeks. And it's just that fabric is just going to squish between your ass cheeks and your butthole. And it's going to make you feel confident, Ryan.
I wonder, because I'm sure a lot of people, guys particularly, these guys are disgusting, you might smell your socks. Smell your socks when you're done wearing them, just to see, like, can I wear these another day? I don't know. Maybe.
I've done that shit.
Yeah. Or you take your underwear off, you're like, or you find a pair, you're like, should I wear these? You smell them, and you're like, they don't smell great. I smell the booty portion. But like the thong,
Always, you got to get fucking real with yourself and smell the booty portion.
Yeah,
don't
but
fucking
for a
smell
dude,
the fucking.
That's such a huge section of cloth. You can just kind of pass it by your nose, right? I mean, it's basically like
you don't have to fucking
size
put
of
it
a piece
up
of
your
paper.
nose.
That's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't touch your face.
That's what I'm saying. But a thong, it's such a thin strip of material that was on your asshole all day. I mean, and you can't just pass that by. It's a very thin material.
So
you got to put it right up to the nostrils.
What are we saying?
Do girls smell the ass crack portion of their thongs?
So if your thongs stink.
I'm just wondering if girls smell the butt crack portion of their thongs.
I would say not as much as the boxers or the boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Because there's more fabric to absorb it. But then again, maybe
but
it
it's
gets
also
consolidated more. Maybe it's worse with thongs because that
Has to
fabric
be.
just consolidates all that ass juice into one.
Yes.
Piece of little small thin piece of fabric. So that shit's got to be crusty as fuck, bro. After a couple fucking.
Oh yeah.
We should get thongs, and we'll.
You know what?
Tax write off. It's for the podcast.
It is for the podcast. This is for a study.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe
And
you and I
we'll
have
see,
to
we'll wear them for a week, and we'll just see how do we feel.
We have to wear a thong in 3 different settings. We have to do a work day in a thong.
Yeah.
That'll be devastating to those underwear. A casual lay around day.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna get mad. My fucking shit touches.
Dude, well the problem is that
my fucking thunder thighs right here touch, man.
why is that? What is the boxers going to do? Is it became a little soft material to help with the abrasion?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to make
What's
sure my
inside?
pants are pulled all the way up so I don't get the chafing.
No, but this is again. You'll discover this as you wear them. And then, what do your nuts do? Do you just have one nut popping out on each side of the crotch material?
No, you gotta.
Do you just put the penis straight up, and the nuts just hang out the sides of the
You gotta
thong?
pick a side. You just pick a side.
They
Put it
just
all on one
both
side.
hang out on one side.
That's usually
I don't
what
like
do.
that. I feel like that's putting both your
What are you
eggs
gonna
in
do?
one
Have the
basket.
kick go one way and the balls go another
I don't know.
way?
It's not that much material. What else do
doing
you
here?
do? I don't know.
Like,
I'll find out when I try it. When we put them on.
There's a lot of space on the left
And I know
side. Maybe I'll scoot my
TJ
penis
Maxx,
over to the left
I'm pretty
side.
sure sells thongs like a pack of 8 for like $5. I went with Jamie once. So
Dude, they sell them at Walmart, man.
I know, but I just don't. We don't need to
You
buy a
don't
whole
want
lot.
Walmart?
This is a wear and throw. I'm not washing my own thong. I'm saying.
What if you like it? Maybe you change
maybe
your
I'll
fucking
wash it.
ways, man. Maybe that's all you buy from now on is fucking thongs, man. That's the whole point of doing this. Maybe we'll fall in love. Be like, I'm a more confident man. I feel more sexual.
Wouldn't you really get frustrated if you find out that you love wearing a thong?
No. I'd be happy. I'd be fucking be like, I found something I love. Right? I mean,
I guess I don't
You know-
want No,
If I
no,
find something
no,
that makes me feel
no.
good, that's a beautiful
No.
thing. Why?
Because every time your thong's always gonna be poking out the back of your pants, and then they're gonna be thong spotting
What do
you when
mean
you
your
go to
thongs
school,
are gonna poke
and
out
the
of
kids are gonna make fun of you.
No, rewound. No, poke out the back of your pants.
Yeah, you don't think that your underwear shows sometimes you bend over and said you're gonna have a big
Oh,
T-bar
like-
coming out the top of your pants? You're gonna get fired in a day.
Why?
Which that's a lawsuit, brother. That's a lawsuit right there. That's discrimination. What are they even firing you for?
Discrimination.
I don't know. You're saying they fire you for your thong showing?
You made this scenario up.
Yeah, but I'm really I'm playing this all the way out.
Okay.
You know, to the end.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, then keep on going then.
No, but I think that's it. I don't think I'll like the thong, and I don't think it's going to be because of the butt crack problem. I think that will probably end up. Girls do it because it must feel good, right?
Well, I want a little extra
I know that-
fabric, like on the fucking, like on the upper buttocks area.
What like
You
what
know,
are
so
those
if my
called?
pants do go down a little bit, it's not like full on string thong. Because the thong, for it to be a thong, we just need a fucking piece of fabric going up the ass.
Yeah,
But just a little fabric on the top part of the cheek area.
I guess they do sell man thongs, right? So they would have a hammock in the
We're
front.
not buying women's thongs.
Okay, I thought we were.
Are you fucking serious?
No, totally not.
He goes, you know they make them for guys. We're like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you fucking idiot.
Sorry, dude thongs. Because I need to know. That's why I was talking about the nut thing. Where are the nuts gonna go?
You're just thinking we're going to have like a fucking, that would be funnier.
Wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah. But as far as
But
I'm
no
concerned-
one is gonna laugh at that joke because we're the only ones
Yeah,
engaged with our own joke.
exactly. Unless you take a picture.
No, I don't want to do that. No one needs to
Dude.
see that.
That's what you should be doing, bro. Go to work, take a picture of your fucking man thong on, while at work, bro.
Why would
That's
I do
what
that?
real men do. I'm just saying, anybody can do this. It's a fun thing for people
Okay.
to do.
Well, let me. Okay, well that's again that material thing.
Don't fucking. Okay, me.
I apologize, but no, yeah, I do think that we'll try man thongs for a little bit and see if we like it.
This podcast is brought to you by Man Thongs.
Man thongs, dude.
Can't go wrong when you got a fucking man thong.
Let's see.
Are you looking up man thong fucking pictures?
No. I'm seeing other
Let's see the
things
bitches.
I've sent you this week. Oh fuck, it's all the way at the bottom. We're lost. Okay.
That's why we called it Lost at Will.
Oh, best things in life are free. What's that? Other than love, is that free? No.
Best things in life. Nothing.
That's saying
everything-
best things in life are free.
Yeah, I mean, are we talking about just like paper money here? Because I mean, everything's not. Everything
Nothing's free.
costs something.
Yeah, everything costs something.
Everything costs pieces of your soul. So,
Yeah, I think that's it's ridiculous.
but I think key to a happy life is perspective, and if you have a
That's
positive perspective,
I feel you absolutely.
What's wrong with that?
I absolutely feel you.
See, good idea, but I ain't about.
Yeah, it
that
sounds
shit.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds nice.
it's like yeah, Christianity sounds nice, but I'm just not buying it.
Oh, bell-bottom gangsters. So, me and Jamie were talking about something. She was going through.
Just any gang in the fucking 70s.
But do you think they were? Do you think if you were you were the gang, whatever the gang was, you were rocking bell-bottoms?
Fuck yeah! I mean, haven't you fucking seen the Warriors?
That is not accurate or real.
Yeah, somebody in that motherfucker is wearing fucking bell bottoms for sure.
That's a ridiculous. No, they're not.
Yes.
Oh wait, that's not the one where they're. That's a ridiculous movie.
What do you mean that's a ridiculous movie?
What
What do you mean? When you're
that
saying-
one?
Yeah, bro.
I'm saying it's a ridiculous movie. Like that
That's
is
like
not
the best
accurate.
fucking movie ever.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
You're crazy.
I'm crazy?
Yeah.
You're nuts. Dude, that movie's so cool. You got all these different fucking gangs in New York and shit like that.
I know, but what I'm
You
saying
know,
is it's
you got
ridiculous.
The
Like, it's
beaters
not,
with the bats, and you got the fucking roller skaters. And
yeah,
your
but that is
mother-
not a hit. That is not a documentary on different gang styles. It's a ridiculous movie. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but if you're trying to use that as an example of what gangs wore,
Bro.
dude, they had the most ridiculous outfits in that movie.
there was somebody in the 70s wearing bell bottoms, looking at a motherfucker, pointing a gun at him, and like, "You jive ass turkey."
They had to, right?
For sure.
Because we were talking about, I was talking to
style,
Jamie about
man.
this, and it was something about.
Big ass collars, fucking bell bottoms, like zoot suit, whatever the motherfucker.
What do you think is a gang look now? Because I feel like the stereotype of gangsters for a long time, at least they were for sure for a lot of the early 2000s, was baggy pants, baggy like big clothes, a lot of baggy pants, baggy jeans, and it's like,
well, here in America, I think that kind of follows, you know. It's got, well, you got your old kind of gang stuff, or it's going to be whatever the, you know, like hip hop culture, fucking urban fucking culture.
I just don't understand that. I feel like if you wanted to be an effective gang, why would you wear, wouldn't you wear almost like track clothes or something? Baggy clothes?
Well, I mean, look at all the fucking New York fucking mobsters. That's all they fucking wear is tracksuits.
That's a good point.
There's a bunch of
That's a
bad
good
Italian
point.
guys in tracksuits.
That's funny. That's a good point. I don't know if did you ever do the baggy thing?
Dude, Jinkos all fucking day long, bro.
You rock Jinkos?
Come on, man. I'm fucking 37. I grew up in the 90s.
I don't know if I did. I never did baggy. I think I had long shorts. I did the long shorts.
You went right to skinny jeans? I mean,
no, I never did skinny jeans, but I was so skinny that everything felt baggy on me. Yeah. So I was always belt loop pulled tight to the last hole guy.
I was a grown ass man before skinny jeans was even a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I fucking, it was just bag. Everybody did Jinkos, you know, all the fucking, you know, metalhead kids. Everybody fucking wore those goddamn things, man. And DC shoes, bro. Mm-hmm. Had DC shoes. Big, wide ass motherfucking shoes.
Isn't that, what's his face? The guy does.
Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he owns a part of it or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't fucking
He's
know.
doing okay.
Yeah, he seems like he's okay. I was really worried about him for a second, but then we talked about it and we realized that guy's okay.
Oh, God.
Anyways, so I got these flowers up in this motherfucker. Make you feel at home and shit. You know,
I do feel at home. Yeah, I do. The dog ran out, though. Oh. Yeah, no, I can't bring Skipper here
The fucking
anymore.
dog is sick of us.
We need to let those two meet.
Skipper's a fucking weirdo.
He is a weirdo, but he's only good with dogs. He'll be playful with her. Or he'll bite her, and then we'll have to...
I don't know this dog.
That's true. We don't know what's going to happen. She seems so sweet, though.
She
seems
I think she would be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm, you know, I don't want nothing to happen to this dog or your dog.
Oh, of course.
Because it's about the capability. It's about the capability of the animal. Okay.
You're ridiculous. You got to let him experience a little life here. How would you know?
I don't know. Let my buddy Oren figure that shit out. It's his dog.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like...
What's going to happen?
I mean, we can definitely test
Just
the
let
waters.
let him smell each other.
I'm worried about your dog fucking bites everything.
He's at a party right now with 3 other dogs. I have no idea how it's gone. It may not have gone well.
This is supposed to be a good example.
Just say,
oh yeah,
someone,
motherfucker.
Dude.
Well, he's at one of those functions right now. And you'd be like, 4 people died tonight.
Dude, I was just like, honestly, when I heard that Jamie's aunt's birthday, and Jamie's mom, they were on the phone together. She's like, "Oh, I'm bringing Skipper." In my mind, I'm like, "Wow, really?" Okay. And Jamie was gonna say something. I just was doing like the don't say anything sign. Just say okay, cool, because I knew any sense of fear would cause her to have fear and stop the dog. So I'm like, just let it happen. Maybe that's a bad idea. We'll see.
Evil ass dog.
Yeah. It was so cute the other night. I woke up and my arm was out, and he was lying on his back in the crook of my arm with his head on my arm, like a girl.
Yeah.
And with his little paws up in the air.
Good girl. Why'd you say that?
Because that's what girls, they lay on your arm, But like his head probably weighs like 1.5 pounds, so like it didn't bother me. And then, but it was so precious. And then I went to sleep, and he slept like that all night. In the crook of my arm. It's very nice, like a girl.
See? Hence, the dog's a fucking sweetheart. Won't fucking bite anything.
No, not me.
Not me. One time he slept in my arm and looked real cute while he was doing it. But will he bite you? Yeah, he'll bite you.
yeah, he will.
I'm saying we can test it out. We can bring them, we can let them meet,
Okay, good.
and and then we'll see how it goes. And then if not, be like, I banish thee, and you have to take your dog away. So
I think
that
it's
is
a
the
good
thing we can do.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think you're right. I think dogs in the world should fucking meet each other.
Oh,
They're bored as fuck.
I got it. All right. So this, I had to bring this up. So this has now been one where I did not check myself, and the second time where I was constantly checking myself. First time was at a wedding, and I was sitting at a table with a couple, married couple who has a baby, and the baby's just over a year old. And so I asked them, I was like, oh yeah, your kid. How old's your kid? And like, a year and a half. I'm like, oh, Skipper, our dog's a year and a half. So I'm like, I told him, I totally get it.
What the fuck, Ryan?
Well, I was kidding. And they did not. They were like, no, it is not the same. It is not the same. I'm like, I know. I'm like, but sorta, right?
Joke.
And they just were not funny. And every time they would say something, because if you like in the dialogue around their kid, I kept being like, oh, dude, my dog. Every time they'd reference something about their kid, I wanted to be like, oh yeah, my dog does that too. Because I swear to God,
You really wanted to say something?
yeah. Well, I did it. I know I did it first.
So you felt a real kinship with these parents of
I
a real
did.
human child.
I know.
Because you have a dog for a year and a half.
No, but like if you were to close your eyes during this conversation,
Yeah.
well, you wouldn't have to because it was just talking. There was a kid there, but like
it'd just be the other couple going, yeah, but it's a dog.
no, but they'd do stuff like, oh, sometimes she does this in the morning. It's really cute. I'm like, well, Skipper does this in the morning, and it's really cute. Or it's these little things they were saying, and they're like, oh, the responsibility is completely different. And I do get it, but I said, well, look, I'm like, if you're a kid. This is the last joke I made, and I realized that none of them were landing.
Yeah.
I just found this hole was so deep, and I kept looking up. I'm like, hello up there. That's how deep this hole was.
Ryan's like, the only difference is you don't take one to the vet and like fucking put him down.
Okay, so I did. So I was like, I'm like, look, if my dog bites someone, we can get sued. We might have to put him down. I'm like, if your daughter bites someone, you don't have to kill your daughter. And I knew immediately, I'm like, you don't talk about someone having to kill their 1-year-old baby. That is not funny.
No.
And they did not think that was funny. And so I was just digging myself out.
How did they react? What was the look on their face?
She was not laughing at all. He was just, I almost felt like he was trying to not get upset. So he would like smile, be like, no, dogs, they take some responsibility too. It's not easy raising a dog. And the entire time I'm like, I am just so kidding right now. I don't want you to take
Who are they? I mean,
Jamie's friends. I like them. They're very fun people. But I just clearly gauged
How old are they?
early 30s, 33, and like I was.
They're just new parents.
They
and high
were.
strung,
Yes,
dude.
that's exactly what it was. And
They're like, don't talk about killing my baby.
I'm like, and every time because like that's my humor. Like I was trying to like compare the two, just to fuck with them.
Just know this, Ryan. They're completely stressed the fuck out, and they can't handle any conversation.
They are, and because every time they say something, I try and turn it around. And then I found myself constantly trying to apologize for everything I had already said and was currently saying.
So when is it when you get to the point where you realize it's like, I just need to literally just walk away?
It was when I was basically, when the words came out of my mouth about them having to kill their daughter is when I'm like, I'm going to get a drink.
Then you would have to kill your daughter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And so, dude, I was with
Or did you just say, kill your daughter, drop the mic, and walk away?
No,
and
I
not
literally
say
just
shit?
I literally just like looked down and I looked over the guy next to me who's my buddy.
Did he shake his head?
And I was like, dude, I can't stop digging myself into this hole. And I'm like, I just got to stop talking. And so I was with this same couple 2 nights ago for a Friendsgiving. And
Stupid.
hey, opportunity to eat a lot of good food. And dude, I swear to God, if you close your eyes and you didn't realize there was a kid in the room, they could have been talking about a dog. You know, they're little kids walking around like, oh, hello, Choo-Choo. And they're singing little songs and they're saying, oh, she's so cute. And, just a little shit that they were saying about their kid. I'm like, I say the same thing about Skipper. You could have a dog and no one would know.
It's like he went poop 3 times outside today. And Miss Henderson seen us the second time and I didn't pick it up, but I ran away real fast.
Well, you know what, dude? And honestly, again, it is much scarier to raise a kid. Because, again, worst case scenario, I don't feed Skipper and he dies. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Right? You let your kid die. Oh, that was the other thing I said that I didn't like. I was like,
Just so you know, if you let your kid die, you're an asshole.
yeah, I'm like, but
Right?
if you forget to feed your kid and your kid dies, you go to jail. And they're looking at me and I'm like, you get it? I'm like, sorry. So yeah, they're no sense of humor around your kid dying.
Yeah, when you're a fucking brand new, stressed out parent.
Yeah.
You gotta leave those fucking. You don't have no kids. Leave those fucking kid people alone.
No, you're right.
They need as much space as they can possibly.
I could tell.
get.
Yeah. And so I did really good because again, at that Thanksgiving thing, or Friendsgiving, I was constantly wanting to be like, oh yeah, Skipper also does that.
And just, you know what? Let's tell these people. It's like you have this innate fucking feeling like you need to procreate and spread your seed, but you don't have to because there's so many people.
Are babies
Already.
that different from dogs early on? Again, I only say this. Their daughter is wonderful.
One
and this
lives
is
a lot
nothing
longer
about
than
her.
the other. One
No, I'm
costs
saying
a
just
lot
like for the
more.
first year. For the first year.
For the first
You know, shitting and pissing in the house, but one gets to wear a diaper. You can put a diaper on a dog.
Well, they could get infections and shit like
Yeah.
that.
We had
It's
to
like
take
they're
Skipper to
fucking-
get, you know what you don't have to do for a kid? Get him neutered. You know?
Yeah.
That's weird to do to your child.
To get him
Do it to
neutered?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I think like nowadays it's a good thing. I think you should always spay and neuter your
child.
children.
No, but it was so funny. The little girl. Again, this. I've been going through this thought in my head for like the first 2 hours of these people's house. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Every time they say something, I want to say how my dog does the same thing. And then
It's
the
just,
little-
I can just see you just like, I gotta say
I
this.
so and then like
I got something
they're
to say about my dog.
the little girl goes to the corner of the living room, very tiny. You know, it's a decent sized condo,
Yeah.
and there's like a bunch of toys, like bouncy balls and stuff like that. And then there's this couple. It's not their house, by the
Baby
way.
toys?
No, it's not
Just grab
baby-
it and be like, look, go get it.
Dude, no, okay, so this isn't their house, right? This is a different couple's house. There is no kid here. And I asked them, like, what do you guys got, like a
people.
dog or a cat at some point?
Yeah.
And they're like, and the dad looked at me kind of funny because their kid's playing with the ball, and they're like, oh, these are our cat's toys. And I looked at them like, all you need to get is a stick with a little feather on it, and you could bounce it in front of her. I bet you she'd love it. And because she was playing with cat toys. Like a cat, like a dog.
I get it. I think they probably got it too, but
Yeah.
they're just like,
They're like,
maybe they don't like you. Right?
I don't know. I think they might not. I don't know. But like again, I'm just like just based on the way that they're talking about their kid, you know, I'm just again, I don't know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
I don't have a
yeah,
kid.
yeah,
You know, maybe and
yes.
clearly I'm not ready for a kid based on how I'm talking right now. But like
Nah, you'll be fine.
but I'm sorry. Early on, it seems pretty similar.
Ryan wants to have 4 kids, by the way.
Five.
5 kids.
We've already have names for some of them. I can't say them. Well, I've told people, but I
Oh,
just
really? You have baby names?
Yeah.
Secret baby names?
They're not that secret, but people always give you like
What's the coolest one? Go.
well, the first one is Quinn. First one, boy or girl, Quinn, right off the bat. So it's my mom's maiden name.
Yeah.
So I like that name. And and Jamie's such a homie because since I was a kid, I'm like my first kid's gonna be named Quinn, and she was on board with that 100%.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she said, oh, boy or girl, right? I said yeah. So
I'll talk to
she
Jamie.
even says like
I'll talk to Jamie on
you
the
know
side about
when
this.
she takes her birth control, it's the Quinn killer. You know, you got to kill those Quins before they hatch.
Yeah, sounds like something you say.
I
don't hear
might have
Jamie
been the
in
first
there.
person to say that. You know,
Okay. Then what's Jamie's first name? What's her number 1?
she doesn't really have. Actually, you know what's funny? The one girl name that she really really loved, her friend claimed it. It's like fuck you, you claimed it.
Claimed it.
She claimed it. Like you don't even have a kid. Isn't it a race to have the kid first? It's Lily, which I think is a very pretty name. But their one friend just like, no, that's going to be my child's name. It's like, well, you don't have a child. And what if you never
Just
have a child
'cause
and
she
the
thought-
name dies with you?
I would be like, fuck you, bitch.
That's
you
what
can
I
name it
thought.
fucking Lily too then.
That's what I thought. I'm like, no, it's whoever has a kid first. Now, the Quinn one, if someone took that from me, that's a little weird. Because, like,
Who fucking cares?
I'm going to still name my kid that. I don't care.
That kid's gonna grow up and hate its fucking name regardless, okay?
They're going to want to change it to something.
Yeah. And now, and I'm hoping, you know, if they make that process a little bit easier. But I know people are just gonna end up changing their name, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my name.
I thought about changing my name at one
Fuck it.
point. I actually thought about changing my last name
What
at
are we
one
gonna
point.
change it to?
I was going to change my last name to Quinn.
Ryan Quinn?
Ryan Quinn. And I was going to do that because of the fact that Wingenroth is already being carried on.
Fuck Ryan though. Like, what's a cooler first fucking name? If
I like
Quinn's
William.
gonna be the last name, what should be the first name?
Wolf.
Wolf? Yeah.
Wolf Wingenroth.
I'd be like Slaughter.
You ain't gonna get a lot of
Yeah.
jobs.
And then Slaughter, and then my last name will be like Dragon or something. Or maybe like Dragon Slaughter.
You know what's funny? You still have the same voicemail. And every time I call you, I think about this. I'm like, I wonder if Kyle's applied for jobs and those people call Kyle and then his voicemail is like, hey, this is Kyle. And they're like, man, hang up.
Sounds cute. It's fucking cute. And be like, yeah, this is Kyle, and if you called me, then leave a message after the...
Dude, no, it's true. Your voice will suck. But you gotta have one. You gotta have one.
Gotta have something. You
Yeah.
said that. I'm like, and if I don't get hired for that, then I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. It's not professional. Why? My life has to be professional now. Fuck all you people, man. I'm an artist.
Oh, dude, when I grew out my hair, you know, and I didn't take a lot of jobs when I was younger. I mean, granted, they weren't really good jobs. They were just better jobs than what I had. They were friends of my dad giving me an opportunity to work at their business, which probably because they needed me, but I would have to cut my hair.
Dude,
and
did we talk about this shit? Where like, dude, like certain places, like if your fucking like shit touched your ears,
Yeah.
or like you'd have to cut it, or like they hand you a motherfucking razor at work and tell you to go fucking.
Oh,
shave
I've never
your
seen
face.
that. No, that's
What?
crazy. No.
Shit. Yeah, in restaurants, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, your whatever's too long, you need to cut it. They give you motherfucking.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, are there any girls working here? So if you're a girl, like suddenly
Dude,
the
I
health code doesn't make a
applied
difference.
for this grocery store job at fucking Publix, which, by the way, those subs, the shit. But anyways, yeah, the guy was so fucking rude. Was because I kept questioning him. He was saying about the hair. You go ahead, cut your hair. I'm like, why? He's like, well, you'd be working with food and stuff like that. I'm like, you hire women though, don't you? He's like, well, it's just not. And then he gets all fucking in a tiff.
Yeah, because
And
he has
then-
no actual response to that.
Of course there isn't.
It's
And
illogical.
it was just like, this is ridiculous. It was like probably like maybe, I don't know, 2005 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. It was just fucking ridiculous. Fuck that motherfucker.
I wonder if that's changing. You know what? Is it? I think it's changing. I think it is. I think that there's more of an acceptance on. There's less of a uniformity with the looks of
when I
people.
worked at restaurants, for the most part, you had to wear shit covering your tattoos and stuff like that.
When I worked at the movie theaters, there were people who would wear like the medical tape on their arms. I'm like, oh, that looks better.
Like arm sweatband.
Yeah,
like
yeah, to
Under
cover
Armour
that.
dealies,
Yeah, now, dude, every industry I've been in, I feel like the people will have tattoos, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this: there can be a point where it goes too far, where like the face tattoo. I'm sorry, if you get a face tattoo, I feel like you make poor choices, or the assumption, the regular assumption is you make poor choices. Like,
Sure.
it's like, are you really willing?
I mean,
you want to fight the
and
system
you can call
that
it
hard?
what the fuck you want, but that's exactly what everybody's going to grab
Yeah.
it from that.
Yeah.
And if you get a face tattoo, hey, you can do whatever you want. Just know that everybody else is going to think what the fuck they're going to
It's
think.
true. Yeah. Well, you can do whatever you want as long as you start your own business, because it's going to be hard working in
And
most jobs.
it depends on, like, if you get a small little, which might throw people off,
A little teardrop.
but you
or
can
something.
have, not like a teardrop, but maybe something, a star or something,
Yeah.
right?
You know what? If you're, and there's industries you go work as a mechanic. Maybe I'm just again stereotyping a little bit, but like there's certain industries like if you work in and you get a face tat, people wouldn't be. If you're like a grip on a movie set or something like that.
Well, it shouldn't matter if that's the case. Usually when they hand you the shaver and shit like that, it's because you're, with the public. You're working with, trying to sell or what have you. So you got to fucking,
if you have a big face tattoo and you're able to be like the top salesman in your business, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Because you're immediately battling a significant amount of people judging you and stereotypes against you. So you got to overcome so many barriers before getting to something. Yeah. It's like, so if you're going to do that, just be honest, and just know what you're doing. You're making everything in your life a little harder. Truly.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going to look at you differently. You have to overcome so much more.
I just want to say this, that I don't think it should be that way. I don't think people should have to be fucking judged at all. I think it's ridiculous a woman's got to sit there and put like 9 pounds of makeup on.
I agree.
Just to be at a position where nobody's going to talk shit behind her back, or she won't be able to move up because like she doesn't even shower or some shit, because that's what's an expectation.
If she doesn't shower, I mean, that's just gross.
No, but I'm saying it's an expectation to look like that every day.
Well, I feel like the makeup thing, yeah. I would.
But why? Who? It's like, who fucking cares?
I have no idea. Personally, again, and maybe it's coming from a night, we've talked about this. Like, I don't like makeup. Like, I mean, granted, if a girl wears a lot of makeup and she looks beautiful, great. But like,
yeah,
I think when I see,
well, that's why women do it, because you like it.
I find
I like it.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, I know that when Jamie doesn't wear makeup, I prefer her without makeup. She says she doesn't believe me, but most of the guys I know prefer their ladies without makeup, because I can. It's not like it's done typically by a professional.
Yeah.
You know, I can see it. I know it's there, and then, like, girls wear it for themselves. That's fine. But like with the face tattoo, they say the no judging. I think a lot of these things, it's not like you see someone and you're like, all right, let me judge them now. It's like you're basing it off of whether it's a personal experience you've had or just what you've been fed through TV, media, and stuff like that, where you make a preconceived judgment on someone based on information that you've received in the past. However you received it, whether through, again, shit that you've actually experienced.
Unless you got, like, if you got a swastika on your face and be
reasonable.
Like, why does everybody fucking judge me, man? Be like, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. No, and it's like, honestly, and it's like when people, it's funny, like if I'm walking somewhere and I see someone just walking a certain way, immediately, when someone can just walk kind of like aggressive, where it's like, they look like they're willing to get in a fight.
Yeah,
just
like,
on the smallest of things.
If something gets in front of them, they're going to go through it.
Yeah, they're moving aggressive. They look aggressive. Yeah, it's like I'm going to
walking. Why are you walking
for my own personal safety? I'm sure some of it's subconscious. My mind's like, okay, you're going to just avoid this person. You're going to do these things or you can just assume that they're just as nice as everyone else and just be willing to take that risk. Sure. It's like, no, you're going to make calculated stereotypes on people to protect yourself. Whether it's for your safety or just time, I could prejudge, stereotype an old lady in lines. I'm like, that chick looks like a coupon lady. I'm making this quick, judgment to save myself time. And I could be wrong. Yeah. But maybe based on my experiences,
she's got a binder with her.
Yeah.
So it's fucking getting in that line.
So I don't think that it's necessarily wrong when it doesn't come from a hateful place to like prejudge someone. It depends on what you're doing, obviously, and how far it goes.
The fact we all do it.
It's automatic
every single time.
Yeah,
everybody has some type of fucking bias, towards fucking everybody. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is. Like in the people, it's just like people that say it's like, I don't see color. It's like, it's like you can't fucking say that, because then you're negating everything that person fucking, kind of goes through, or what the situation may be for them, or how different it is from your, position.
Yeah, but I feel like the idea of not seeing color is that you're not trying to look at someone and then, because if you're, I don't think it's being naive to the fact that a person, based on their color, may have experienced things differently than you, regardless of what it is. Mm-hmm. I think the idea is to allow your experience of that person to be separated from their color. So, like, you're just going into it like, I am coming in blind to just experience you as a person, because regardless of what you've experienced in your life for your color, like, if we're just meeting or I'm getting to know you, why should that have any effect on how I interact with you?
The fact of the matter is that the world that we live in and the people that these people interact with on a daily basis are a constant fucking reminder. They can't live in a world without color.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you're blind. Being colorblind isn't being blind to racism. Being colorblind is you personally approaching all people under the guise that they're just another person, and just to treat them as you would any other human being, and that you shouldn't be judging them, treating them differently because of their color.
Yeah, but you should be just treating them like a
person,
fucking human being anyways.
I know, but I think that that's just a term that's used to say that you treat everyone the same regardless of race.
I feel like I'm trying to also point out all the reasons why people don't like that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, because again, if people hear that and they think that people are assuming that no one experiences a life as a person of color, then that's ignorant, obviously. Unless the entire world, was colorblind. Then there would be no racism. Then there'd be like cultural hate. basically, But like the only way that racism could end is if literally everyone became gray immediately. And then we'd find other reasons to not like each other.
Yeah.
By accents, by where you live, by your culture,
But that's not the world we live in right now.
It's not, but
famous.
I think the pursuit of a person to be colorblind is noble in the sense that it's coming.
Not.
Oh, well, I disagree with you.
It's not, because it's like you're basically, if you're saying you can, it's easy for you to say, why don't you just be colorblind? Because you don't experience that. And you're essentially, you can't just look at somebody also like they're fucking not, haven't experienced any of this type of shit in their life either.
Yeah, but I don't think it's saying
you
you're
call it what it is. It isn't.
I don't think you're supposed to, I don't think the idea of it is to tell other people, you're not, it's not a white person telling a black person to be colorblind.
It's just ignorant.
I don't think that it is. It's like if you are colorblind.
It could be well-meaning.
It doesn't mean that you're ignorant to people's
you're
struggles.
Right. It could be well-meaning, but it's ignorant.
But I don't see how that hurts. Like if it's a,
how it hurts you, it doesn't hurt you.
No, of course not. But how does it? If I tell if a black person or let's say a Latino person, if I'm colorblind and I treat them, why would they be offended by the fact that I'm not saying that I don't think that they've experienced racism. That's
I don't
not what
think
that
they
means.
would be upset about it. It's just an ignorant thing to say.
Well, if people are receiving it as like you don't see how I'm different than you,
but it's not about whether or not somebody has ill intent. It's just about it being a dumbass fucking ignorant thing.
How is it ignorant? That doesn't even make sense. Explain to me.
It's ignorant because it just shows you, I don't know, how uneducated on that particular topic you are.
You don't have to be oblivious to the fact that it's not like you don't think black people exist, or Mexicans exist.
I'm just saying if you're trying to get a point across, there's a better way than saying that, because just that within
the
itself,
other way to say it is by saying I'm not racist, which is basically when people say I'm not racist, you then immediately wait for the racist thing they're about to say. So
yeah.
You can't say,
and everybody's fucking racist, I think.
I don't think
to an
so.
extent.
I think that people are prejudiced or they're just based on experiences,
preconceived notions and bias towards groups of people based on their life experiences.
I agree.
And what we see, and in
No, I agree, but I don't think that I think it's again, obviously, people are racist, but I'm saying like that everyone is. I think that you're assuming that. I think if you have had negative experiences with a group of people, I think it is in your, it's your responsibility to separate the group from the individual. So, I've known shitty people of all races and cultures and stuff like that, but I've known wonderful people in all of them. It's the ability to separate, know there's bad, there's good. And again, I think being colorblind is just the idea of approaching an individual and just being like, what your race is does not matter to me in terms of how I treat you.
And I think, I'm not saying I get what you're saying.
I don't understand the negative side of that unless you're thinking it means that I'm going to see you as just someone
because
who's never
it's not the
experienced
fact of, like I said, the intent behind what it is. When somebody's saying it, what that means is just like, oh, I treat everybody the same, is what that's supposed to mean.
But why do you not? I think that's a very negative outlook if you think that people can't do that.
But it's just an ignorant thing to say because
if it's not true,
because
it's not true.
The reason it's ignorant is because it's not. It's asking somebody saying that you're colorblind. Like I said, is denouncing everything that's happened to a downtrodden group of people, and just and treating them like basically that they had it just as easy as you did.
You're conflating that saying.
But that's
way too much. That's just not what it means. That's just not, and it's not looking at people assuming that everyone's the same.
But that's
it doesn't
why
mean you've experienced the same. It just means it's
how you're denouncing all of that.
All right.
It's just an ignorant ass thing to say.
Well, if that is what that meant, then sure. But I don't believe that that's.
But I'm
what
just
that
saying
means.
at the same time, I heard people say that for fucking years. Be like, I'm fucking, I still hear people say it.
Well, some people could say it and not be honest and genuine about it. Some people could like the idea of it and think that they are, and they're not, and they're actually still being racist. Like, I'm not saying that, I think eventually people could be, but if I don't think it's assuming that everyone's the same.
When people say that, it's just turning your cheek to all the shit that's like happening, like with all the police violence and everything like that.
Okay, well that's ignorant. But that's not what that. Again, I think we just see that,
but it
meaning
is
a different thing.
It is kind of like implying that if you're gonna say that I don't see color, then basically you're, like I said, you're saying none of this other shit is happening because of your color.
Sure.
And it's also easy thing for a white person to say that. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to somebody else, because you'd be like, I don't see color. Well, it's like, isn't that a luxury? That's something that somebody else doesn't. They don't get to live a life where they don't have to see color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
They're constantly reminded that they're different or whatever because of whatever.
Well, again, that's why
that's why that statement is just ignorant.
Well, that's why I think the idea of people being able to, again, this is us clearly viewing the same set of words differently in terms of how people mean it when they say it.
But I don't think I'm not saying that I think people mean. I think, like I said, the idea is everybody's equal.
Well, I don't think it's that everyone's equal. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying that you approach someone and that you don't allow their color to affect the way that you.
But it's also
but
you're also kind of like reminding somebody and be like, just so you know, I'm going to treat you like a human being.
Yes, that is basically what it's saying. It's just saying that it's just another way of saying you're not racist. That's all it is.
But don't you think it's ridiculous to go up to somebody and
who the fuck
and
does
just go up to somebody, just so you know, I'm not a racist?
No, how
would that make you feel?
No, it's weird. You don't do that.
But
I think but who actually says this unless it's like, and again, it's really is equivalent to saying,
but just
I'm
think
not
about
racist.
When that statement is used. Just think about it.
I don't know if that's
how ignorant.
But I don't think that's saying that's
sounds.
really that is really said. I think that's just a saying that's just put out into the culture of like a way that people should be. I'm not sure how often a human being actually goes up to another human being and says, "I'm colorblind." Like, that just is not something. But then maybe it is because people say, "I'm not racist" before they say something racist very often. Yeah. Something. But it's basically, I'm not racist, but
Yeah,
all right, here comes the racist thing.
It's like, just so you know, I'm colorblind, but I'm pretty sure that bitch stole my name.
No, I get it, of course. But like that, what I'm saying is like, I think, and just from knowing you all these years, you're a relatively cynical person in your faith in humanity and their ability, I think, to get to a point. And not everyone, it'll never happen. There's too many people in this world, right? Racism is never going to go away.
It's everything. It's going to evolve into something else eventually. I mean,
of course. But what I'm saying is, like, I think that I have faith in that most people I surround myself with, I believe, may have their biases, based on their experiences. And maybe I know a couple people who got, I'm not going to say they're not racist, but I think that they have some negative feelings towards different cultures. Mm-hmm. But I'd say for the most part, the people I surround myself with, I feel like give every person the fair shot up front, and then just judge that person on their own. I'm not saying this is all people, but I'm saying, like, I have faith in people's ability to do that. No. I do. And I think it's honestly a generational thing.
If somebody says that they're fucking colorblind, I'm not like, they're a piece of shit person. Because it's like, look, my family members say ignorant ass shit.
Yeah.
And I love them. And the thing is it's there's a lot of people that say ignorant ass shit. And like, and you know what? Maybe every once in a while, I'm going to bring it up to them.
Well, you know what? Again, generational thing. Like, I know a lot of older people, they say things, I'm like, no, don't. But then, you know what? And I don't want to ignore it, or it's not like, it's not a thing for me to forgive, right? It's not something like that, but it's just like, I have to try and understand, like, you've spent longer than I've been alive in a time where that was very normal thinking. Like,
you ain't gonna stop that old man from doing whatever the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Or I'm like, it doesn't make it okay. But I'm just like, I have to understand. Like, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. And maybe
Yeah.
I'm right and they're wrong, but I'm 32. They may have spent 50 years where their standard of thinking was it. It was true. Everyone they knew, respected, was surrounded with all the people of authority, taught them that this is a way of thinking. And now I'm going to come in and say you're wrong. Hopefully they grow, experience, the other side of things, experience the people that maybe they discriminate against or a culture that they may not like and realize like, oh, you know what? I'm a little off base here. Because honestly, more often than not, it comes from ignorance. It plays from complete and utter ignorance, not from
I think I
experience.
learned, kind of recently that if you fucking peek behind the curtain, to see how the sausage is made, it's a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
and I've seen I've met, especially in my late 30s now, I see a lot of old people and I'm like, you're just fucking stupid, man. And that's,
well, dude, it's like, there is
people
something
say ignorant ass
we
things.
don't know what it is right now. We don't know what it is. There is something that we do now, the way that we talk or the way that we approach something that in 40 years, our grandkids are going to be like, you idiot. Like, you think this?
Of course they will.
And I've always tried to be like, what is that?
And if they don't, then they're not doing their fucking jobs, man. Because that's the only thing that's going to probably save the fucking planet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. There's something that we're doing that we're going to look like giant dickheads one day because we think this. And right now, we probably think we're in the right.
If I took a picture of
about,
you right now and then showed it to you fucking 10 years from now,
I don't like the picture of
you'd
me
be
in 2
like,
minutes from now.
What a giant dickhead.
I do look like a dickhead right now.
Yeah, this motherfucker's got tie-dye fucking headband, tie-dye shirt with a peace sign rainbow necklace.
Yeah, I was at a 60s party.
Yeah, and he's got a fucking fake peace sign tattoo. And what is that, a fucking dolphin?
It's a I think
unicorn?
it's a dove on a yin yang symbol.
A dove on a yin yang? Wow.
Yeah, I'm super pieced out right now. Yeah.
So rad. Anyways, continue.
No, yeah, I just I don't even remember where we were at.
We were fucking talking about your mad rad fucking tattoos, tie-dye and shit.
I made this shirt.
Did you really?
Yeah, me and Jamie made tie-dye shirts and tie-dye
YouTube
headbands.
how to tie-dye?
No, so we went to a place and they had a kit, and it was literally just. I mean, it came with food coloring, right?
Yeah.
So I did a little spiral. So you literally just lay a shirt out, a wet shirt. You just grab it from the middle, twist
And that's
it.
just food coloring?
Yeah, you just twist it and you just put the coloring on there.
Yeah.
And then in this kit, and rather than letting it sit for like 8 hours, we just put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Took it out, let it cool.
Dude, that's mad rad, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really getting heavy into the tie-dye too.
Really? I just
I'm feeling that shit right now, man.
You want my headband? Tie-dye headband.
I'll wash
Keep that shit, dude.
I'll wash that shit. All my fucking shirts are going to be blue.
You can say Ryan made it. Or just not, or do whatever. Oh, you know what that would look?
Looks like my Survivor fucking bandana. You ever watch that show?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I only watched the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, really? Like, me too. Yeah, I watched it.
And I liked it, and I just stopped watching it. But I just also don't watch TV shows. Like, reality TV shows. Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, football is the closest thing to reality TV show.
That's fucking reality TV, and you're
It
following like their fucking, their lives
what's happening in the
behind
off
scenes.
seasons. Yeah, but like, I can't. The last reality show I watched
like,
was The
so and so got
Bachelor.
CTE and fucking killed their whole family.
Yeah,
You're like, go figure.
Pretty much. You watch any reality TV?
I end up watching reality TV because my wife watches it. So she'll watch like the fucking Real Housewives or whatever, and then I'll get caught up in that sometimes.
You know what I've watched? We watched a season
Below
of
Deck. What about that shit?
What is it?
Below Deck.
Is that reality?
Yeah, they just take like a fucking yacht, and somebody can rent out the yacht, and they cook them food and shit like that. But it's just,
so I mean, I guess I guess it's reality, but I'm thinking reality TV like reality drama shit where they follow people and they do the thing. I mean, I guess
they follow them on.
Would you call House Hunters International reality TV?
Yeah.
Yes to the dress. Say yes to the dress. That kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Really? Maybe I'm thinking. What do you call like the Kardashian show or
it's reality TV? Yeah,
but there's got to be. That's so different. I mean,
it is, but
one
that's
just
what it is.
Follows a family.
They have reality TV shows, and then you have like reality competition shows.
Okay.
I mean,
Jamie and I watched one on Netflix. It was like the 5th season of this show. It's called "You're Nuts." What's going on with you?
Tight on the balls over here.
Jesus, dude. It was
stop looking at it, bro.
What was it? First Look or something like that. Basically, it was they take it was like a psychologist, a relationship expert, and then I can't remember what the third person was. Who interview a shitload of dudes and a shitload of girls, right?
Yeah.
And they pick 4 dudes, 4 girls, and this is formula that these 3 have come up with for what they think is the perfect combinations for these people to marry. They never meet each other. Okay, so they take a dude and a chick. They're like, based on our interviews and our breakdowns, these 2 would be perfect together.
Yeah.
And the first time they see each other is the day they get married, which is outrageous. Yeah. And then they do that with 4 couples. Essentially, they just pair boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. And then so the whole show is it's the interviews one episode. The next episode is the wedding, which the first time they see them, the first look is literally
it's like,
the
what
first
kind of
look.
fucking people are you to begin with?
Why would you do this?
Well, first off, you're just getting on TV. And you know what? Like 0% of those like bachelor marriages and shit like that. Do any of them ever? I don't think none of them last.
Some of them do.
Yeah, maybe there's like one motherfucking couple.
Oh, I'm sure it's the under. I would take the under without a doubt.
It'd be like, oh yeah, this is TV. Deuces,
no, I don't know. Because
annulment.
If you got to figure. So like, if you're like a super attractive dude or chick, and you have
a super attractive dude,
and let's just say you have 50 people of the sex that you're attracted to, also very beautiful. Yeah. And that's basically like a dating app, right? So you get to swipe through 50 people, but actually go on long dates. You telling me out of all 50 of them, none of them would be a properly compatible person with you who you could actually be with forever?
Sure, no, you could. Yeah.
I think that I don't see why that couldn't work. But then again, maybe the fact that these people are on the show means that their motivation is not to get married.
You're a specific type of person. Being on this show, you're probably really vain, okay?
And you're just
because they want that.
Yeah.
Because a really vain person makes good TV.
Well, and who would want to?
They want somebody just slightly unstable.
Oh yeah.
Because
way more fun.
Good fucking TV.
Yeah.
It's like we were watching like Marriage Boot Camp is another show. So they have these like celebrity couples and sometimes real couples and everything, and they're in a house and they have them do like all these activities and how to learn how to work better
like
together,
like the trust building type thing they have
that
for
type
companies,
of shit, right? Yeah, but for relationships, but they fucking load them up on booze, which is just it's ridiculous. And even sometimes in this situation, you notice it's like there's probably some like domestic violence and shit going on at the
house.
Hear
loud bangs,
and it's just like you're just
house.
Getting these people all liquored up and shit like that. And any police officer will tell you like the worst fucking call they want to go to is goddamn domestic violence.
High
call.
emotions.
Yeah, high emotions. You don't know what people are going to grab a gun. I'm going to kill myself and then shoot you. So.
No, it's true. It's true. No, that's a good point. So it's not so much that the idea of it isn't perfect. The fact that it's on TV and you're getting paid is like, all right, what's your real motivation here? Like, there's clearly a commonality between all these people.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you right now, not a chance in hell I would do that. I'm like, I don't want my shit out aired to the public. Yeah. Like, I'm not a super private person, relatively private, but
I think
that's
everybody,
another level.
I bet there's some people that are on the just kind of like crazy and be like, yes, I really love them, But I think most people are just like, oh, it's a TV show, and this isn't real.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to be real.
No, a lot of it isn't. I mean, I remember I used to listen to a sports show where for some reason, one of the guys would do a Bachelor report every week.
Yeah.
And they would bring on the producer of The Bachelor. And he would basically say, like, if he found like that one person had an issue or something like that they would basically be like, oh, you got to tell him about this person who cheated on you or you cheated with, or just
whatever you do, don't talk about so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, fucking... There was actually a drama, a scripted TV show, and that's what it was about. It was about, behind the scenes of reality TV and how they're pushing everybody's buttons and shit.
Because it's real. It's a producer's job.
You're just like, these motherfuckers are fucked up, man.
Yeah.
What they're doing to these people.
Well, I mean, again, that's the producer's job, is to find the conflict
But they keep signing up every fucking season. I don't feel bad for the motherfuckers.
No, yeah, they have some of these Bachelor people who I'm like, that's all they do. Their job is basically they just cycle through the reality TV, circus.
Circuit.
Yeah. Or circuit. Yeah. Circuit.
Both.
Yeah. But you know what? It's like, whatever. They're making a living. And
yeah, dude.
What do you do for a living?
You're making a living.
Do you think they say they're actors or actresses? What do you say you are?
You're just a personality, a socialite, a fucking
You know what? Actually, you can say now,
Because
which
really,
is
it started with like Paris Hilton, remember? And they're like socialites and shit like that.
no, it's a good point because now it's. There was a time where being like an influencer, like what the fuck is an influencer? Now someone's like, I'm an influencer, which I just think it's so gross to call yourself an influencer. It's just so weird to me.
It's like, no, you're not. You're not.
Who are you
influencing
influencing?
shit.
Well, someone because they're getting paid a shitload from marketers because they're whoever follows them must buy enough of whatever they're flaunting.
But
you know?
that's
what they are.
That's the beauty of it. I mean, that's, technically you could walk around and be like, bro, I got a podcast. You got what? How many episodes of shit? I seen that shit was like 290 downloads. Now this is all your podcast put together. But still.
How much are we? Do we have enough money to take out yet? Are we like, we have to take out, we have to, oh, I don't want to tell you guys.
No, it's
you guys
just,
are gonna be
it's
jealous.
only going to take about 15 more years. And then we'll get that $10, baby.
Yeah,
And we're
baby.
going to split a chicken nugget from McDonald's.
I think
Because
it is.
This
I think it
podcast is brought to you by McDonald's Chicken Nuggets.
McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Those
I think it's
fucking
50 for
shit.
10. 50 for 10. We could do that.
50 for 10?
Yeah.
50 for 10?
50 for 10.
50 for 10?
Yeah, 50 for 10. 50 for 10.
Is, like right now, that's a thing?
That's been a thing for a long time.
So it's always 50 nuggets for 10?
It's actually forever been 20 for 5.
Yeah.
But like it was a secret menu item. You say, can I get the 50 for 10? And it was always a
It's
thing.
like 20 cents a nugget.
Yeah, it's pretty
right?
cheap. That's a lot of nuggets.
Dude.
So if I think that there's no other option, if that's still a thing, when we take that's our victory
Dude,
nuggets.
50 for 10, bro. We'll
Guys.
eat them shits and be like...
Again, this is our mistake not doing this early enough
And
for
we'll
the podcast.
get all the motherfucking dipping sauce.
Yes. I think there's like 6. But seriously, again, we should do this at the beginning of the podcast, but I never know when you start it, so it's hard to tell. But like, people, will you, for the love of God, share the podcast with people? Just send it to people.
Yeah, you stupid son of a bitch.
It's really like hurtful to us.
Yeah, man.
When if I'm around a person that you've known or met even one time, and I bring up the podcast and they don't know about it, that means you did not share it with them, and that's selfish.
And why would you fucking even do that?
Yeah. So if you meet someone at the grocery store, please tell them about our podcast.
Just fucking do it.
They'll appreciate you, for sharing with them this art.
Yeah.
This
it's
science.
Our fucking art, you dumb son of a bitch.
Share it with Grandma. She'd
Yeah.
love it.
Give it give it to grandma.
You want a would you rather question? Or you
Sure.
Okay. Would you rather? Oh, what did I say yesterday? I did one for the
last time you did it, you were talking about my beloved dead dogs, you pieces of shit. I just wanted to remind you of that.
That's right. I remember that. Would you rather have to look your mother in the eye as you masturbate, and then you have to finish? You have to look her in the eye the entire time.
And the entire time.
You have to look her in the eye.
The entire session.
Yes. Or
And she's looking back at me, I gotta...
yeah, eye contact. Or you have to shove your whole fist in your dad's asshole.
I guess I'm gonna have to look at my mom's eyes.
Oh man!
I'm sorry, but I don't want to shove my fist in my dad's asshole because it might cause problems.
You know what's funny?
He's an old man.
This is a good one because everyone's split. It's basically 50-50 of who would do fist in the ass versus jerk off in their.
It's like, bro, you gotta fucking because what would happen to your dad if you shoved your fist in his ass?
You tell me you haven't dropped a turd roughly the size of a hand.
I'm
You
just
don't need to
saying
go
it's
in,
gonna.
like-
It's not gonna go. You're gonna work to get your fist in your dad's asshole. You're gonna be putting in a lot more work, and this is what the other people that fucking answered the other way.
Didn't think about it.
You didn't think about the work and the amount of lubrication and work in that fucking butthole because you can't just go, oh no, somebody else does that. That's you.
Can you imagine how long you'd have to try and jerk
Bro,
off?
you gotta work that asshole all fucking day. You're working your dad's motherfucking asshole,
Oh
bro.
no, it's no.
So that's why I'm looking in my mom's eyes.
As you
Yeah,
masturbate.
that's. Come on, you look at your mom and you masturbate, man. Is that what you do?
No, I would put my fist in my dad's asshole for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Even after everything we just said?
yeah. I'd be.
Do you have something against your dad?
dude? It'd be
Does your dad?
It'd be the never-ending story in terms of a jerk-off. It'll never happen. It'll just forever be playing with myself as I look at my mom in the eye. My dad
I
will
feel
understand.
bad for you, Papa Ryan.
No.
you got to watch out when you're
You know
fucking
what he
hanging
would
out with
say?
your son.
He'd be
You're
crying.
like, what are you gonna do with that fist?
No, he would start to weep, and then he'd be like, "Why? And I'd say, "Dad, if I didn't do this, I'd have to jerk off and look mom in the eye." He'd be like, "I get it.
I can do it, son.
I can do it."
I can
Do what you got to do.
Just stick it in
He would
there.
understand.
Do it, Ryan. This is everything I've taught you your whole life. This is what it's all come to.
He'd be proud of me, I think.
Okay. All right.
Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.